Hi everybody, thanks again for joining me with Ashlana'S Catering. We're going to be in the kitchen today cooking with me, and today as always I'm going to have something delicious, simple, and seasoned well. But as always, I have a special guest which I will be introducing to you shortly. The menu today will be our smothered beef tips, rice, broccoli and cheese, along with some buttery garlic bread knots. And we're also going to have for an appetizer Boudin Stuffed Mushrooms. Yes, I said Boudin Stuffed Mushrooms. My guest today does not like seafood, so guess what? I have the Boudin that has the chicken and the pork. So we will be on it. It's going to be good, and I cannot wait for you guys to meet her and bring her on camera. Without further ado, Audra, would you like to join me on camera? Yes, come on in. Thanks again for joining me in my kitchen. This is a really good friend of mine. She's kind of picky on the food, but that's all right. I got her covered because I said, and I was asking her to be on film with me today. One of the things that she mentioned that she does not like seafood, and I'm like, but of course, you know what? I've already come through with it. With the boudin, it's going to have chicken, as I said, as well as pork. And we're going to get started. But as always, we have to start off with a drink. Oh, yes. So I have sweet red this week. And I'm going to go ahead and pour this up for us. And we're going to get started on our meal. I already have our beef tips in the oven that I started earlier because, of course, beef tips take a little bit longer to cook. Some people are not familiar with beef tips, believe it or not, which honestly it is just beef roast that you cut up into, say, cubes and bite size. Let's have a toast. I like it, baby. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, beef tips are just a cut of beef that you would cut up into bite-sized pieces. As I said before, it is in the oven. Our rice is already done. Our broccoli is here. I have not started it. And what I'm going to do is put our broccoli on 5. It's not going to take long for that. I also have this French onion butter that I purchased from Sam's on yesterday. It is delicious, guys. I'm just going to put a little bit, which that's probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons. Gonna let that cook for a while. And then what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our Boudin Stuffed Mushroom Caps. This is gonna be delightful. So I've already started our the casing off of it. So this is the kind that I bought. As I said, it was with the chicken and the pork. And it's by Creole Style Boudin. Now, I've already taken it out of the casing here. So the way you would do this, Audra, yes, if you wanted to do this at home, you would slide. And now if you didn't want to make the boudin balls, of course, if you wanted to cook this whole, you can bake this, grill this, or just pan sear it in a pan. And that's all boudin is. It's already made for you in the casing. It's like a sausage, if anyone wants to know. What is boudin? No, it's from Louisiana, but what is it exactly? Some people stuff it with the skins with there's chicken livers in here, and what else? Some people use seafood. It's different kinds of boudin. Whichever one you like, of course, go ahead and use it. So what it is, it's got rice in it already and all of the seasonings. So we're just taking it and we're crumbling it apart. That's all we're doing now. All right, and this is the same way with the pork. I'm going to do the exact same thing. So, Audra, since you're in my home, yes, what are some things that you like to eat? And maybe one day on a Sunday we can have you come in again and I can fix that exact thing for you.
I just like meat. I like anything meat. I just don't eat seafood. I eat fried fish though.
So okay, I'm gonna have to let you taste some of my fried fish. And you know I don't use fish fry, so.
Oh yeah, what you?
No, it's a base I call it a base.
Secret ingredient.
Kind of, sort of. It's my own breading technique.
Okay.
That's I kind of came up with, and that's pretty old school too.
Oh.
That I learned in Louisiana. But I will definitely have to put that on my to-do list for you to make. So I went ahead and broke all of that down. So if you don't mind, if you could take the big spoon and just kind of mix that around while I get my hands clean real quick. And mind you guys, I'm using the Boudin links, but by all means, if you guys have another type of sausage that you would like to use, I would encourage you to do that. But please make sure you give this recipe a try. It is very tasty. It's pretty easy. And as we go over the ingredients, it's not many things that's needed for this particular dish. Cool beans. So now I have our poblano mushrooms. And we're gonna open these up. And then I have some napkins there on the side. Now, what we're gonna do, move this over so we can work with this real quick. And that's our stuffing. All you do is you take one of the mushrooms, and you don't wet your mushrooms. You don't have to wash them. You simply dust them off to clean them. And then we're gonna pop, twist if it cooperates. Gonna twist that off where it's, you see the inside of there? And I usually just kind of clean them out like that. You don't have to do it all the way this way, but I do just so I can make a little bowl so it'll have enough room for our stuffing. So that's what we're gonna do for the rest of these. Pop, twist. You want to give this a try? Let me get you a spoon. Make sure my hands. Let's see, we're just going to wipe them off. Go back and get this one. And if you want to dry, you can put it on the stove there. So twist. I don't know how we gonna do this. I'm all over the place. You know what? Maybe I'll do this. I'll twist. Or you want to twist and take off, and then I'll scrape? So let's change spots.
Oh, okay. So you wiping these off like
Yep.
this? Okay.
You just wipe them off. And you twist them, yeah.
Okay.
And you can save the top. So if you wanted to cook maybe the tops later on, chop them up maybe in some spaghetti. Or if you wanted to do a... you know, whatever you want to use the mushrooms in, you could do it that way. And put them to the side. They can stay in the refrigerator. They never stay long in my refrigerator because I'm constant. I love mushrooms and everything. I'll dice them up with onions and mushrooms, and you could chop them up over, say, some chicken breasts and saute them that way. Uh-oh, I broke that one. That's not going to work. Over either chicken breast or steak. Oh. Yeah. All right, so we're still working on these mushrooms, guys. Do we have any questions from anyone, Elena? Okay, cool. These are gonna be delicious.
How many are you doing?
Huh?
How many are you doing?
We could do a couple more because we want to fill a few.
I'm open to everything. I'm always everywhere, doing everything.
That's right.
Cooking is not my thing.
So what I'm having you do, you're like, I agreed to be on video.
Okay.
One of my friends last week, Ramona, hey honey, she was like, I came to eat. I didn't know I was gonna have to work for my food. I was like, yeah, just a little bit, not much.
Yeah, I'm doing anything. I mean, I will cook, but I'm learning. So this is
Yeah, that's why I wanted to invite you over and share a meal, and you know.
I like to eat.
I think we all do.
Yes.
And I love, as everybody already knows, I absolutely love feeding people.
Okay.
I do. When my family comes to town, there's no limit to what I fix for them. I mean, same with my friends on the weekends. I love doing this kind of thing. This is my passion. It really is. I love trying new recipes. I'll sit at work and try to figure out, like, what can I do different to, you know, just not your typical, you know, meal. I'll be wanting to do something outside of the box and just think of something and try to share it with everybody and get their take on it. You know, some things I come up with come out okay, while others I'm like, ooh, what was I thinking about? Every recipe I've come up with, you know, the majority of the recipes do come out really well. But I try to get my family's opinion about it, and if they like it, then I'm like, hey, that's a win-win. Okay. They're satisfied, they like it, and they want me to make it again. Hey, it's all the better. Same with my friends. Like I need to make another, what is that I had made? It was a seafood stuffed lobster tail dressing, cornbread dressing. Child, when I tell you that was so good. Oh my God, I came up with that, and I did it for one of my ladies' days at my house a couple of years ago, and it was a hit, and I have to do that again for them. I've been promising them that for a long time, and I probably need to go ahead and do that whenever I get another chance to do so. I am definitely going to make that. Yeah, we might as well go ahead and make those, I guess. Because I have a big pan. I'm going to cook those off. And as I said, guys, I have our beef tips in the oven already that has been cooking for about an hour. I just simply season them with Slap Your Mama seasoning, black pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and paprika. And I did not add any water or any liquids to it. I just simply seasoned it. I didn't put any onions or anything over it. I like to sear my meat off in the oven in the pan that I have in the oven, just to get a browning, since I didn't do it on the stove this time.
Slap Your Mama?
That's the name of the seasoning.
Okay, awesome. Where did you get that from?
I found that it's at Walmart, or you could also try Fiesta. And Fiesta does. I love that store. I love Fiesta. Okay. And then you could also try at like a Kroger's or maybe Albertsons. But typically you can find it at Walmart, at some Walmart. Some people told me off camera that they didn't see it in Walmart. So you may want to try maybe whatever your local grocery store is. And then if they don't have it, then you could maybe suggest that they order it. Right. Some grocery stores will do that for you. I remember when I first moved here in 1992,
so you're graduated.
Yes, 1992. And that's right after I graduated high school. I came here 3 days after I graduated high school. And a friend of mine was living here, and we all became roommates. And for the longest, they didn't have a whole lot of Louisiana products out here. Like I still love the all-season spice, and they did not have it. So I would have to have my family ship it to me, like mail it to me, or I would go home and get all this different seasonings and stuff that I was used to cooking with at home that they didn't have it here. So But now they have it. You can find it everywhere. Somebody must have said, "Where's the seasonal? We need seasonal." So, all right, we're going to continue to work on these, and I'm going to check our beef tips, and I will be back shortly. If you want to go ahead and clean those off while I check the tips. Girl, little girl.
Now y'all know that I don't know what I'm doing because I don't cook, but we gonna see. Uh-oh. Y'all in here messing up. I'm talking about,
okay.
I'm talking about, uh-oh.
All right. So, lady, you want to get a look at these?
See how they have brown in our oven? Like I said, I did not add any moisture to these. And the coloring comes from the Worcestershire sauce that I put on it, as well as a little bit of steak sauce. And that's the that I season them with. And it also helps with the tenderizing of our meat. So while we're letting those roll, we're going to start making our gravy shortly after we do our mushroom caps, which looks beautiful. I can't wait for you to try these. They're going to be delicious.
Yeah, because I don't eat mushrooms.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I just want you to try these.
Yeah.
Give them a try.
Absolutely.
And then hopefully you will enjoy them and then be like, you know what? I actually like mushrooms. Okay. I was like that with guacamole.
Oh, yeah. I used to be like that till my friend made some. I was like,
yes.
I like this.
Right. And for later. Gonna put it in a freezer bag and maybe use them on something this week. Maybe if I do a pasta, I'll chop them up that way. All right, and then the innards of our mushrooms, I'm just gonna put those down the drain in our garbage disposal. Turn it on shortly so we can get this out the way. All right. So now that we've seen how our meat has actually been cooking, we're going to go ahead and start building up our gravy for our beef tips. And I'm going to get a pan, or pot rather. So we're going to build our flavors. And this is just a saucepan that we're going to use. Turn it on 5, and what I'm going to do, our onion and our bell pepper, which I have chopped up. 1 large bell pepper, I'm sorry, 1 large onion and 1 large, or half, I'm sorry, let me start over. 1 medium bell pepper and 1 large onion. Right, and then we're going to start on our gravy here, which some people use cream of mushroom. I'm actually using cream of onion. If you cannot find cream of onion, go ahead and use cream of mushroom. That will work as well. All right. Dump that out on in. Gonna use 1 cap. I'm sorry. God, I'm all over the place today. 1 can of water. Pour that right on in there. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and dump our bell peppers, our onion, right over that meat. Stir it up again. Right, that is looking gorgeous. Once again, we still have not added any liquid to that, and that's fine because our gravy will be our liquid. All right, so we have our can of cream of onion, and I'm also going to add brown gravy. And slap your mama seasoning. Everything gets seasoned. A little bit of paprika. These seasonings are getting to my nose, guys. Garlic powder. And we're also going to do onion powder. And parsley. Gonna open this up. It's easier to pour it out that way. Guys, please make sure you season to your liking. I don't really measure my ingredients. I kind of just go with it. So, gonna mix this up. Any questions or comments, lady? Cool. Well, we are rolling this week. I'm gonna let that cook down a little bit, and I'm gonna still add more water. And in just a moment, we'll add more water. Just a moment. Bubbling. All right. I'm going to, of course, add more water. That was 2 cups of water. Once this is ready to go in the oven on top of our meat, those bits and pieces that have browned in our baking pan in the oven, That's gonna help absorb those flavors. Oh my God, it's gonna be so good. So while we're waiting on this to start bubbling again, let's check on our broccoli here. Yes, it's gonna be delightfully good. I have not put any season on this yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and season it now. That's just simply our garlic butter. So, gonna do garlic powder. Pepper. And we're gonna do salt. All right, we're gonna stir that again. Right, so as I mentioned, we're gonna do our broccoli covered in cheese. So now we're gonna get Miss Audra to cut our cheese. So if you don't mind, I guess we're gonna put about that much cheese. I might as well use the whole thing since we have a lot of broccoli. And we just want to cut it in blocks, just so when we drop it on top of there. On top of the all right. We're just gonna place these on here, and this is going to be our Boudin Stuffed Mushroom Caps. One of my friends, one of my really good friends, Michelle. Hey, Shell. loves mushrooms. And I'm hoping she will try this recipe for her family once she sees the video, which I'm pretty sure she will. She loves all kinds of stuffed mushrooms. She makes some really good stuffed mushrooms herself. So hopefully when she sees this, or if she's watching, she will be able to make some for her family. They are delicious, guys. I cannot wait until Audra, who does not like mushrooms, try these, and hopefully I'll be able to change her mind about mushrooms. Hopefully. That's the plan, hopefully.
Right.
All right, so now that I have that lined and our mushrooms there already, let's start working on our filling again. Got some room here. All right, and mind you, just a reminder that this is our chicken and pork boudin that we took out of the casing and we crumbled it up. So now what we're going to add is our green onion. This is the top and the bottom. Going to add garlic powder, onion powder. These are my favorite ingredients for seasoning everything, and a little bit of Slap Your Mama. Also a little bit of black pepper. We're also going to add some extra sharp cheddar cheese. This is like making your typical stuffed mushroom, but this is, of course, my remix. As everyone knows, I love to reinvent things. So, a couple of my friends call me the remix chick because I'm always remixing something. So, as a binder, we're going to use the egg here. We may need 2 eggs, but for the start, we're going to just use 1. We're also going to use cream cheese. But before we add our cream cheese, let's go ahead and do this mixture here. Might need a bigger bowl. Let me get a bigger bowl. That way we can get all those ingredients mixed up properly. Because we don't want nothing not seasoned, right, Audra?
Correct.
We need everything right for this lady because I don't know if I'm hoping that I can make her a believer in mushrooms. So I have to make sure all of our ingredients are incorporated correctly so that this lady will be willing to take my word on other ingredients, other dishes that she may want to try in the future. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off this green onion. Gonna add a little bit more cheese. That's our Mexican cheese and our extra sharp cheese that we're using today. And I'm also gonna get another egg because it's not moist enough for me. Make it 2 eggs. Yes. All right. Gonna add a little bit more of this because that was just at the top. I'm gonna have to go buy more Sloppy Mama seasoning. And then our cream cheese. You can use whatever type of cream cheese you want. I particularly am partial to the garlic and herb. I use this on a lot of things. It's just good. I use it in my baked potatoes when I made the potato skins the other week. Hope you guys tried that recipe. If you have, please let me know what you thought about it. Please make sure to continue to follow me here on Facebook at Ashlana'S Catering. ASHLANA''S Catering. And as always, I do appreciate your support. Okay, we're just mixing and mixing and mixing. I'm mixing like it's going out of style. That's how you want to mix all of this stuff up. It's going to be, you want it to bind so when we get ready to put them in our caps, they're not falling apart. So that's why I just add a little bit of cream cheese as I go, depending on how much mixture you have. Like I use 2 packages of the chicken and the pork, 1 of each. So it made our filling a whole lot more. I may have to get more mushrooms if this is too much, but the way my family eat around here, I'm gonna have to go get some more. Because we love mushrooms. And of course, like I said, we're having guests over, so I always want to make sure I have enough of everything. So no one can say, I didn't even have enough. She didn't even make enough. How's she gonna have company and not have enough food? I mean, maybe that's just my thinking. Because I don't know. But, I mean, when you go to a wedding or a party, you know, you looking for the food. You don't mind the decorations and stuff. That's all pretty and all good and all. But what we come to do? Eat. We came to eat. See what the dresses looks like and But our main focus is the food. All right. And I'm going to go in and get a little bit of this butter. It's going to be wonderful. I cannot wait till you try this. I'm going to go ahead and stir our gravy again because it is doing lovely things over here. I'm going to add a little bit more water because I'm going to allow it to cook down in the oven with our meat, which is going to be helping it tenderize even more. And that gravy is going to incorporate into that meat, y'all. It's going to be tender and flavorful. I cannot wait. Use this one. All right. So this time I just added the water. So what I'm going to do now is turn this off. And it looks a little watery. No worries. Once we put it in the oven, it's going to have time to cook off with our meat and thicken up, of course. Let's go ahead and add that right on in there. Do not do this step if you have a glass pot pan, unless you want it to shatter everywhere. As you can see, this is not a glass pan, so I can do that with this one. Yes, look at that. That's gonna be so good. Beef tips smothered in onions and bell peppers and our gravy, our onion gravy. All right, and this has been cooking uncovered. So what I have to do now, let me adjust our broccoli here and put that on one. Our lid looks like a bottom of a pan. This is actually a lid. This is another one of my Goodwill finds, guys. I love Goodwill. I know you heard me talking about it last week. I simply love Goodwill. This is the way the pot actually is made. So I'm not I was like, yay! When I text you, I was like, I hope she don't tell me no, because I really want her to try this recipe. Because some people are like, girl, no, I can't eat that, you know?
I've never eaten it. I just don't, I'm not partial to it.
Good. Well, I cannot wait till you try it.
My girl like to eat.
Let's see. I can't wait, because it's, man. It's, oh God. It's gonna, I hope it changes your whole view.
Because mushrooms have like no taste, or do they taste like that?
I think if you like texture, like for a long time I was doing no meat, and sometimes I would start craving meat. It gives a texture of like a really tender meat, but it doesn't taste like meat. So if that kind of gives you a idea of what to look for, but don't think too hard into it, like thinking, let me see, oh, it's gonna taste like meat. fill the cap, just like so. And we're gonna do that for each one. I'm gonna grab you a spoon so we can hurry to get this thing rolling. Okay. And I'll put it in the middle here, and then we can just grab a mushroom and just stuff it that way. Let me get this out of the way. And I hope you guys that are watching will be able to make this at home. You guys will be thoroughly impressed. Outside of the box, guys. Think outside of the box. Yes. Try these. I'm telling you, if you're a mushroom lover like I am, I hope that this will not disappoint, which I don't think it will. You have that good old boudin in there. It has rice in it because, of course, boudin has rice. Those onions, that cream cheese. Yum, I'm getting hungry all over again. These will bake in the oven, guys. I'm going to say for about 20 minutes or sometimes less, depending on, you know, what your oven is set on, which I have my oven set on 375. So hopefully they'll be ready in about 20 minutes or so. Hopefully less, because I'm ready to eat them. Right. I can't wait till you get to try them. They're good. I can't wait. I love to sing, even though I can't. I love to sing about food. Okay. These are going to be absolutely wonderful. This is a good idea, guys, for like a game day. Or just at a party, like a finger food item. And then, of course, if you wanted to add shrimp to these, by all means do so. Or even crab meat. Right. Or crab meat to the same ingredients. And do it that way.
Can you add like ground beef?
Uh-huh.
Anything?
Yep. Same recipe. Instead of you don't want to do the boudin, you can still use the same ingredients, but just brown your ground meat first.
Oh, okay.
Because this boudin is actually already pre-cooked. And it has to be cooked more because, of course, if it's in a casing, you would have to brown it off. But it's going to be able to cook in the oven with our other ingredients that we added. So they're going to have a little bit of cheesy texture. But it's going to have a flavorful texture, if it's such of a thing. if it's such of a, you know.
Such a thing.
Yeah. It's going to be good. I can't wait. And then if you wanted to make these like fancy, you can always top them. I know you don't eat shrimp, but
like with some shrimp. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, top it with a little shrimp.
My kids eat it. They eat shrimp.
They do.
They love it.
See? So why don't you like seafood? You don't know? You just never liked
my
it.
taste is just not, y'all.
She's like,
You wouldn't be able to tell. I seem like I eat every damn thing. I don't eat seafood.
I gotta make her a believer, y'all. Y'all think I could do it?
Perhaps.
All right, so we have extra filling, which is fine. Like I said, we probably would. We're gonna go ahead and stick those in the oven uncovered. I'm gonna go ahead and add to the top a little bit of basil. Just for some green texture, that's it. Coloring and taste. Because we already have parsley and green onion and cheddar cheese, Mexican cheese, our onion and garlic cream cheese, and of course our boudin mixture. All right, we're gonna go ahead and throw these in the oven on 375, and we're just gonna keep an eye out for them and just keep checking them.
our dinner will be done shortly, and I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, girl. Like I said, I dance for my food, honey. So now we're gonna go ahead and get our start on our broccoli. We need to pour that water off. I should put that top in water. That's okay. I'll just wash it off later. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and strain that water off. And while that's draining, I'm gonna go ahead and take our cheese that she's cubed. And she's cubed it lovely, may I add?
Yes.
She did that. All right, we're gonna add our cheese in here. OMG. I'm like dropping everything. This is live, people.
What happened?
Right. All right, so I'm gonna get some milk here, and I'm gonna have Audra go ahead and start stirring it for me. Oh yeah, that's it for that. You're right. All right. All right, and if you can start stirring that for me. And I'm going to go ahead and start getting our other side of our kitchen situated. And then we're going to add our broccoli back in shortly.
Okay, I'm just stirring the cheese. Very important. I don't cook, y'all. Y'all know that. I'm learning.
We can turn that up to about a 5 so that it can melt that cheese. Let it melt on down for us. And then if we need to add more milk, we will. I'm going to put a lid on this so we have extra. I'll go get more mushroom caps tomorrow. And this mixture could stay in the fridge for about 2 days. I wouldn't chance it any longer than that. Yes. Uh-oh. We're breaking it all down. Do we have any comments? How's our cheese looking?
Beautiful.
Cool. We'll be able to add that broccoli back in there shortly. Just washing out our dishes. making that cheese
Yes.
sauce, ain't you?
I know how to make nachos. Look.
Right.
Shoot, can't beat that.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna add a little bit of Parm cheese.
What kind of cheese is that?
Parmesan.
Okay.
Yep. Some good old Parmesan cheese. More of our Mexican cheese. Alright, now I think we're going to be ready to add this broccoli back in there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yes, honey. There you go. Yes.
Nothing like some good old broccoli and cheese.
Yes.
Ooh, honey.
I'm excited.
Hey!
I'm excited.
Right. Audra made the broccoli and
Okay.
cheese, y'all.
Let me turn this down.
Yeah, we can turn it on now because it's ready.
And then I'm just going to put the lid on it. And that's ready. Yes. All right, girl, you did that. Look, you did. You did a good job. You did a fabulous job, honey. I'm going to go ahead and put this hot water here. And then now what we're going to do, you know what? I have to replenish your drink.
Oh, yeah.
I have to make sure my guest is good and liquored up.
Yeah.
One of my friends was like, come to Gazina house, you gonna get full and full. I'm
full.
like, what?
Full and full.
Right. I'm like, what? Well, okay, I guess it's,
Yeah, it's a
I
good
guess
thing.
you're right. And if you want to that. And it looks like I browned them off in the oven, but I didn't. I mean, on top of the stove, but I didn't. Look at that. You have to get you one of these types of pans, y'all, or a cast iron. This is one of those old school pans. Get you one in your life. You will not be sad. You'll be glad. Because it's in your life. Yes, we're going to continue to let that cook. All right. As I also said, we're going to have garlic knots. I found these in Sam's on yesterday. They are, there was 24 in here, and they're called the garlic knots. But just for me to turn them up a little bit more, we're gonna add some of that French onion butter with Asiago cheese on top of those. So let me get, I can use, I'll use my pizza pan. And I'm gonna line it with foil. I tried these. You know how they always give you free samples and stuff in there as you're walking around? Child, I tried these. I kept going back over there. The man was like, would you like to buy some? I was like, yeah, you know what? I am going to buy some. I'm not going to eat up all the samples. But it was so good. And they were making it as with cream,
what was it, grilled cheese sandwiches with it.
Oh, okay.
And they were using that like as the butter. Child, I was blown away. I was like, yeah, let me go and get those garlic knots and some of that butter and sliver them on there. Because these by itself are good. Because they're like already full of garlic and butter on them. I just want to take it up another notch. Because that's just what I do. And I love
so
bread.
Putting cheese in between them? Like,
No, they had just regular like sliced bread.
oh, okay.
Regular old bread. And oh, thank you, child, for doing the dishes. Yeah, I got, you know what? I'm gonna have to keep you with me. I'm gonna have to kidnap you. Be like on that one movie, How You Feel. I ain't never come home. Okay? Tell your mama I ain't ever. Sweetness. What was her name?
Sunshine.
Sunshine. Yes. Yes, baby. Be like sunshine all day. All right. We're just putting a little bit of this butter on there. If you don't have this butter, no worries. Just use regular butter. Or if they don't have these knots in your area, just buy some bread, garlic bread, or regular bread and make your own garlic bread. I'm all about improvising and getting it done. But if you do have a Sam's in your area, please, please, please try that bread and that butter, because it's good. I am hooked to it.
Okay.
Just trying it in the store as a sample is delightfully delicious. All right, we're going to throw that in there. And what else can we do? I think that's it. We're just waiting on our, okay, wait. We're just waiting on everything to finish cooking. I'm going to check on our our beef tips. Let me see how far it'll, because they've been cooking for a while. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just love it. Oh my God, that gravy has thickened up tremendously just for that little while that it's been cooking. Now I'm gonna take a taste. I gotta make sure it's good for everybody. Right. Make sure everything is right on point for y'all. All right, let me take a sip here. You want some, don't you?
I can't wait.
You know what? God did something when He gave us taste buds.
Okay.
Oh, I did that.
Oh.
Okay, that's actually ready. That beef is tender. Oh, yes. I can't wait. So now we're just waiting on those mushrooms. Look at that. Oh yeah, they're almost done. They're not quite done yet. And our bread, guys. It's gonna be on. But while we're waiting, I'm gonna let my friend get a sample.
Yes.
just a small sample.
What's my cup, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Just a small sample.
I like food. And look, this is Ash.
I like. She said everything.
Rain down on me, fill me with Oh yes.
It's got a singing, y'all. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I cannot wait. You know what? I'm gonna turn this up to 400 because you know what? I'm ready to eat. I don't know about nobody else. I'm ready to eat. And when our guests come, which they're supposed to be here around 2, then I can fix them a plate because, honey, I'll be ready to eat when it's time to eat.
That's what's up.
Because I normally have.
You did that.
Thank you, boo. I be trying. I be trying.
You doing it.
I be trying to do a little something. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And that's just the sample.
Yes. I'm waiting on these mushrooms.
Right. I cannot wait till you get a taste of it. It's going to be on and popping. I can't wait. I am still loving my spice rack that my cousin bought for me. It was so sweet of her. She bought it for me. It was a surprise for my birthday. And she texted me and was like, be looking out for something in the mail. And I was like, okay.
Oh, she sent to you.
I was like, okay. I'm trying to figure out. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to work my brain about it. I'm just going to wait. And when I got that package, I was like, it's my first spice rack. That's my first spice rack. I was extra excited. Especially when it's got to do with food, y'all.
Right.
I do. I get super excited. So, hopefully, oh yeah, our rolls are rocking and rolling. Let me go ahead and move our mushrooms down. You see how those mushrooms rendered off that water? Yeah. Oh yeah. Our rolls are coming along as well. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be time to eat here shortly. Would you like more wine, honey? Because you know we got a whole bottle.
Yes, yes.
Look, we can go back to Walmart and get more and leave.
that.
Look, what you said? I'll drink to that.
Yeah. I drank.
Right.
I don't smoke, but I drank.
Me too. I don't smoke either, baby. I love some drinks.
Perfect.
I love sweet red. That is my absolute
Is
favorite.
it really?
Mm-hmm. I love
That
sweet
brand
red.
or
Any sweet red, but this brand I
that
really
red
like it.
It's the red Moscato. I can't remember.
I've tried that. I don't know the
You
brand.
don't like it?
I've tried it. I like it.
Oh, okay. I like it.
But I guess because when that was the thing to drink, the Moscato, I think I got burnt out on it.
Yeah.
So then I was like, what else can I try
Wow.
that's going to be good? Because I like sweet drinks.
Me too.
So any more questions, Elena, from our menu that we're having today? Okay. I am like hovering over this bread and our mushroom caps because I'm ready to eat.
Yeah.
Our rice is already cooked. Our broccoli and cheese is ready.
Beautiful.
Can't wait. Our beef tips that was smothered in onions and mushrooms is ready with the gravy. Now we're waiting on our Boudin Stuffed Mushroom Caps along with our garlic and butter bread knots. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. We're also having butter pecan sundaes.
Girl.
I have the ice cream.
Way too much.
Yes, every day. I rush
That's my
home.
kids hard.
I rush home to cook. And if my daughter's already eaten, I get a slight attitude.
Right.
Because I'm like,
You know I was gonna cook. You know I was gonna cook.
why did you?
Yeah. My kids will love you because I don't.
You ate at school, but that was like hours and hours and
Right.
hours ago. Oh, I'm not hungry.
You don't eat that much. You don't have that. I know.
Well, that's because I think I feed her to death.
Right. You cook a lot.
So it's like once I fix that, and then I'll take it for lunch, whatever I have left.
Yeah.
And the
It's
next
just
day,
y'all
it's
two,
like,
so it's like, okay.
right. So it's like, after I come home, I don't want to eat the same thing I had at
Right.
lunch, which was a leftover from yesterday. Because that delicioso. Yes. Put those there. And those mushroom caps are almost ready. I'm gonna give those about another couple of minutes. But while we're waiting on that, I'm gonna actually start plating. You know what? I'm gonna move those rolls over here. Yes. You know what? I'm gonna put it here. My dream is to have a humongous kitchen. And I want to be able to have people standing around and we like do what we're doing right now.
Right.
And yeah. Alrighty. Okay. That's one of our guests that has just arrived. And when she gets here, she's going to be able to smell all this good old food.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and get her a plate as well. She arrived on time.
That works.
So, I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start plating. And I'm going to get her a wine glass. Have her some wine ready. This is what I do for my family and friends, guys. I love doing this. This warms my heart to have people over. I love it. I think I got that from my mom. She loves having people over as well. Growing up, we always had company, and it's just something I love to do. I always enjoyed it. And it's just something that's in my DNA. So I can't help it. I love it. I get full by watching other people eat.
Yeah.
That kind of sounds crazy, but that's how it is. Some people are like, well, let me get full out my own belly.
Right.
So this is our rice that I prepared for us earlier. I'm going to go ahead and plate that for us. Put it right here on the side. All right. And we're going to go ahead and make our other plate with the rice as well. We're still waiting on those mushroom caps, which will be out of the oven pretty shortly. All right. And now that our friend, my Louisiana Creole queen, has joined us, Jelena, I have already fixed you a glass of sweet red wine.
Now that's a welcome.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming over. I'm glad you were able to make it. And guys, this is our beef tips smothered in onions and bell peppers and that wonderful gravy. Look at that. It is beautiful. All right. Give these ladies some healthy plates, because they grown. Give them some grown women plates.
It is piping hot, just like I like it. Who wants cold food? At least I don't. Actually, I do know somebody that likes cold food. Don't know why. Huh? You will? I can't. I don't know. Let me put some more gravy on this because I want them to taste all of that richness.
You don't like fried catfish cold?
I've tried it, but I like mine straight out the grease.
Well, that's best.
Yes. Gonna put this one down here. Gonna go ahead and get some of that broccoli and cheese that our special guest has made for us.
Yes, it's the best.
Look at that cheese, y'all.
Mm.
Yes. Get a good helping of that. It's good for your soul. Get a napkin for that plate so wipe off the edge.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go in on the broccoli on this one. Again, for step-by-step recipes for this, please make sure you spread the word. It's Ashlana'S Catering, ASHLANA''S Catering on Facebook. Oh yeah. These mushroom caps. Woohoo! Yes, baby. Look at that. And what I'm gonna do, just to make sure they good for everybody, I have to just taste. I'll get the little small one. I'm gonna cut it here. Oh yes. Look at that. Oop, I'm losing it. Should have just bit it, right?
Hey.
I'm doing the happy dance. I gotta get the rest of that. Yes. You gonna like them.
Okay.
All right. Gonna go in. Put them on this side here. I'll start them off with 2. And of course, if they want more, I made plenty. And I also have extra stuffing. We just have to go get more mushrooms, which is not a problem. And gonna give them one of these delicious garlic and butter knots. Yes. Beautiful. Thank you. And to top that off, a little bit of that old parsley. Just for that top. All right. And there you have it. My smothered beef tips with onions and bell peppers, along with rice, our broccoli and cheese, our garlic and butter bread knots, along with the Boudin Stuffed Mushrooms. All right, I'm gonna get some forks and have my 2 special guests.
That's good.
That's
good.
what's up. It's Texas mushrooms.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
But I'm not gonna be able to enjoy it on camera.
Oh,
So
no, we
let me
just-
eat like I want
Oh
to
yeah,
eat.
we're gonna let you eat. We're gonna let you go in. That's our
Let me
no.
taste this.
Okay.
This is
Oh,
good.
okay. I like it.
Oh.
I guess I like mushrooms.
Oh, you didn't like mushrooms?
I don't.
Oh,
But
this-
girl,
She didn't
yes,
think she was gonna like
that's what's up.
All
like
right.
That is good.
Well, we're gonna definitely let them enjoy their food. And once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me today, and viewing my video. I really truly do appreciate you guys' support. Thank you so much. From my kitchen to yours, I will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Thanks for all the love and the support. All right, we're about to go eat, guys.